She said, "Hola, como está?" I said, "Give me my most underrated Premier League XI." I do not know what that intro was, but I'm tuning out the videos and I'm a bit tired now, so it's all good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on another video. And if you're like, Costa, what are you doing? What is this? If you're new and you just clicked on this video, like, Costa, what on earth are you talking about? I am going to give you my most underrated XI from this season. So I'm including some promoted players as well. Players that I think you should watch out for. Players who I think had a great season last year, maybe didn't get the recognition they deserve. And I'm looking at my notes. Some controversial ones. So if you do enjoy, please like and subscribe. It all helps the thing. I want to get 1K subs, hopefully by like my birthday, September 9th. If we can get 1K subs by my birthday, September 9th, A, it's got to be a miracle, but B, I'm going to be a happy man. So, goalkeeper position. And if you disagree with any, don't hate me. Just rate me. No, I'm joking. That was weird. Okay, I'm losing the plot. Drop in the comments who you think I should change. Goalkeeper, I've gone for Meslier. We're playing a 4-4-2 formation. Goalkeeper, I've gone Meslier from Leeds, the goalkeeper. Now, you're thinking they conceded a lot of goals. Yes, but the system that he's at doesn't really help him in that thing. Couldn't have gone for a Martinez, but I think people now know that he's great. Amazing, even. So Martinez, I wouldn't even consider underrated anymore. Sam John Stone is an honourable mention, but I think Meslier doesn't get the credit he deserves. I think, is he the greatest keeper? No. But does he deserve maybe a little bit more credit than what he has? Then I think, yeah, I think Meslier is a decent keeper. And in a couple of years, I wouldn't be surprised if he sees himself moving up the ranks in the Premier League. Go to right back position. I've got two that I was tossing and turning on, but I'm going to settle with Matty Cash. The other player that I've got there is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, purely because for whatever reason, this guy just does not get rated. And maybe it's my Man United bias kicking in, but purely, I think it's mainly because he doesn't get assists and goals, which is crazy because his job is to defend, and he's one of the best in the league at defending. However, I've gone for Matty Cash because in that Villa team, it's easy for everyone to pick out, Grealish, Watkins, McGinn, Konsa. Oh, just exposed my other centre back. Konsa is in that centre back position. So I've gone for two Villa players in centre back and right back because in Villa's rise to the top, as we say, Tyrone Mings is there. Yeah, Tyrone Mings is good. Martinez is there. Yeah, Martinez, good player. Watkins, Grealish, as I just said before, McGinn. Konsa and Cash didn't get a lot of credit. They've added Buenda into their team this season, and I think Konsa and Cash, English centre back and right backs, I think they're very solid. And Konsa especially, I think some higher teams might look at. If I'm an Arsenal, I'm looking at Konsa saying, come bro, they've got to sign Ben White, and I think you can get Konsa for cheaper than 50 mil. But those are who I've got at centre back and right back. This is where we go juicy. Other centre back, I've got Harry Maguire. I know what you're saying. How can he be underrated? It costs 75, blah, blah, blah. You can still be underrated and cost a lot of money. Because if Van Dijk, well, I'm not going to say it. The season Harry Maguire had was very, very good. And I think Harry Maguire is a very, very good player. Just like any other player, he's got mistakes in him. But I'm also putting him, what he's done to that Manchester United team, not many other players have been able to do at their respective clubs. We needed a centre-back desperately, Manchester United. Harry Maguire comes in, took his time. He's now captain. And you can really tell he's a driving force of that team. If Harry Maguire is out, it falls apart. The same effect that Virgil van Dijk has on Liverpool's defence. As soon as Van Dijk's out, fall apart. Harry Maguire goes out for a year. I think United's a shambles. I think it's a proper mess. So I've got Harry Maguire there. Let me know in the comments if you disagree. I feel like you probably will, but let me know. Left back, I've got Cresswell. He's started to develop a bit more attention after his great season last year, but it was instrumental in West Ham's rise to the top 4 challenge. Got bagged assists in a season where left backs were really on display with Luke Shaw. Ben Chilwell. Cresswell was right up there. So Cresswell fits into my left back position. Now, in right mid, I've got Mbeumo. That's it, Embuemo. I might have butchered the name. He's from Brentford. Now, Brentford have got the BMW front three. They're flashy. They're nice to watch. They're exciting. He's one of the ones that didn't leave as well. Back um, when Ben Rama was, BMW when Ben Rama was there. He's one that stuck there. Even Tony is got to get the recognition when they come. He's cool. He's a baller. He's got that swagger to him. And Buemo is the player that I'm going to watch out for Brentford. However, I think Buemo, watch his highlights. Doesn't bag goals and assists like right wingers maybe should, but I think he's a good player and it could be quite instrumental in Brentford's challenge to stay up in the Premier League this season. Let's go on the centre mid next to him. The two centre mids I've got for Tielemans and Ward-Prowse. Maybe not the most exciting, underrated shouts, but Tielemans, I've been screaming his name for yonks. I know he is rated, but Tielemans plays for Liverpool, Man United, Man City, and is regarded one of the best midfielders in the world. I'm confident that happens. Doesn't do the flashy stuff. Does the basics, but he does them bloody well. And United, I'd happily take him at United. Tielemans playing behind him, Bruno and Pogba. Ooh, damn. Beautiful. Ward-Prowse, we know he's good. Ward-Prowse, he was on Villa's radar, so it would have been good, maybe a good move for him. But Ward-Prowse consistently does it. Is a Mr. 7 out of 10. I think Ward-Prowse is a Mr. 7 out of 10. Consistently puts in 7 out of 10 performances, which is good. It's good. Pedro Neto, I've got on the left mid. I know he's a left winger, but Pedro Neto, I know what you're saying. Of course, they only score like 4 goals, 8 assists, blah, blah, blah. He's a good player, man. Portuguese at Wolves. They've got a new gaffer there now. No more Nuno. 20 years old. Next season is a huge season for him. But the positive thing is, like I just said, he's 20 years old. So he's got a lot more time to find his feet in the Premier League and work on his ability to score goals, to get into the better opportunities and areas to create chances. So Pedro Neto I've got on the left wing. 2 strikers. I got for Patrick Bamford. This man should have been on the plane, on the bus for the Euros, 100%. Bamford plays for a top 6 club. He's there in a heartbeat. And I think if he was there, when Harry Kane was in a bit of a form slump the first couple of games, I think Bamford comes on and makes more of an impact than someone like a Calvert-Lewin. And I think Southgate might have realised when that did happen, maybe I left the wrong striker at home. So Patrick Bamford I've got up there. I know, once again, most underrated XI. I know he put up goals, but deserves more credit. Now, next striker. Okay, I've got to brace myself for this. I might be losing 50 subs on this video. Similar to the centre-back position. I'm not a massive fan of this player. However, there are some things that go unrecognised by fans. I've got a YouTube channel. I think I know everything about football. I think I know what this movement does, what this player needs to improve on. But at the end of the day, only the players on the pitch and in the 4 walls of the club actually know what they have to do and actually know how good they are, which is why the next striker is Timo Werner. I know. It's controversial, I know it could be very controversial. However, yes, he might make mistakes, he might make the occasional meme, I love it. I love a meme. Chuck all the memes you want. Send memes to _1-0, it's fine. But Timo Werner was a lot more influential to the Champions League campaign and to the top 4 battle for Chelsea than I think what people give him credit. I know his form, for a striker, he maybe wasn't the best. But a lot of the times he was opening up to give Havertz that space, to give the wingers the space to then attack. So I think sometimes movement and body positioning and ability to get the ball without getting the ball, if you know what I mean. So to develop that space and create that opportunity for your teammates without touching the ball. I think that's one of Timo Werner's strengths. Shooting could be 100% better, but I think Werner is someone. I think purely because of media, if maybe there wasn't social media and stuff, I think people give Werner more credit. But because now you make one mistake, you're done. Okay? And so people got a bit excited. Pretty much like a Harry Maguire. Werner is the striker version of Harry Maguire, if we're being honest. So that wraps up the starting 11. I know there's a couple controversial ones in there. Tried to go a bit like without just the popular ones, But I've got some honourable mentions. Ivan Toney I mentioned before, Curtis Jones from Liverpool, Fofana, Leicester centre back. I was going to put Fofana in there, but I think after last season, people like, Fofana is very good, so he began to get the praise. John McGinn's in there. Who else is in there? Harvey Barnes, Gundogan. Who's this? Soyuncu. Soyuncu's in there. João Moutinho even. And last but not least, Riyad Mahrez, which is an interesting one. You look at that Man City team, Mahrez isn't really someone that comes off everybody's lips. So Riyad Mahrez, I think, deserves a shout as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you did enjoy, please make sure to subscribe. We're tuning the content out. Please follow the Instagram _1nil. Drop in your comments your most underrated XI starting 11. If I made any mistakes, let me know, because I make mistakes. Like they say in Wizards of Waverly Place, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. So thank you for watching. I'm Costa. This is 1nil. Make sure to follow _1nil on Instagram, because we've got some very exciting news coming out soon. So don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Okay. Bye. See ya.